Hey everyone, Danny here with Underground Lighting, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install our plug-and-play error and flicker-free HID kit. Before we get into the installation process, let's first talk about HID kits and what makes them better than the others. Here at Underground Lighting, we have a unique canvas HID kit. Our HID kit has everything built into the ballast so that way you don't need relays or other harnesses, or have to cut and splice into factory wiring. That's the beauty of Underground Lighting, designing to make it efficient and easy for the customer. So first, we're gonna start off by showing you how to get the HID kit ready for installation. So when you receive your HID kit, you are gonna get 2 ballasts and 2 bulbs. So you're gonna take out the ballast and set them aside and get them ready. And then you're gonna take your 2 bulbs, take them out of the box and set them aside and get those ready. You're gonna notice on the bulbs, there are twist ties that you can undo to get the wiring separated. And then you have your hard plastic cap that we're gonna remove when we're ready. Next, you're gonna go to your vehicle and remove your OEM bulb. But today we're gonna make it easy for you to see and understand. We're going to use a projector from a 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee with halogen headlights that we cut out and got ready for this video. So you're going to use your imagination and think this is the back of your headlight where there's going to be a dust cover. You're going to untwist your dust cover, remove it, and then you're going to see a stock bulb here. You're just going to twist it out and pull it out. After you remove the stock bulb, you're going to get one of the bulbs from the HID kit. Here, you're gonna untwist the cap and remove all the plastic. Run the wires through it, slide it out, and now you have the bulb in your hands. There is a white ring to keep the plastic cap from sliding and keeping it secure. So you're gonna remove that, and then you're just gonna take your rubber grommet and put it back. We do recommend that you wear gloves, latex gloves, so that way no oils from your hands will get onto the bulb. Oils from your hands can ruin the HID bulbs and make them not last as long. Once you get the rubber grommet back on, sometimes you don't need to do that, sometimes it stays on, you're going to put the bulb into the spot where the halogen bulb was, line up the 3 tabs, and twist it to lock it in place. Once you have that done, you are then going to take your cover, and you do have to make a slight modification of 7/8 to 1 inch. You have a little bit of a tolerance there. The kit will come, if you see, a rubber grommet that will seal the hole that you have to make. That allows the wires to come out the back to connect to the ballast, which we'll get to next. You're gonna find the center of the cap, and that's where you're gonna make your hole. Remember, 7/8 to 1 inch max. If you go too big, you'll have play and then condensation can get inside. So once you get your drill bit lined up in the center, you're gonna make your hole and push. And sometimes we like to go from the reverse side too to finish it off so that way there's not sharp shavings. And if you're not sure if you went too small or too big, hopefully too small, take the widest plug, which is this one, and see if it fits through. If it doesn't fit through, there is a little detach that you can do. Just pull this out and out, over and out, and this will slide off, giving you a little bit more clearance. But it's still too small, so we have to keep going. And now we're gonna check it again. And that time we were able to get it through. So once you get that big one through, you're gonna go ahead and put that piece that you removed back on. It just clips right on like that. And then you're gonna follow the rest of the other two wires that are gonna go through the cap to the outside. One plug is gonna stay inside the headlight. That's the one that gets connected to the OEM plug, the plug that went to your halogen bulb that gave it power. Once you get it through, you're gonna push the rubber grommet through. And get one lip on the outside and one lip on the inside. You might have to play with it a little bit, pushing it in and out to get it to seat properly. But once you get it seated, you'll see it's completely sealed all the way around on both sides. Now once that's done, you can carefully pull the wire if you need more slack on the inside or if you need more slack on the outside. Once you got the hole made, the wires ran through, and the grommet sealed and secured onto the cap, then you can move on to the ballast. You'll notice on our HID kit, you had 3 wires. They're all plug and play, and if you follow the shapes and patterns and sizes, they will go accordingly and not get mixed up. On the ballast, you'll see that there's 2 circle plugs, male and female. You have to plug the male to the female from the bulb to the ballast, just like that. And then you have one more plug. That's going to take your big wider one, that is your extension cable. The extension cable gets plugged into the ballast. Now let's go back to the OEM plug that's still inside the cap here. We're going to take that OEM plug and plug it directly into this. Once this is plugged in, you should be able to hit unlock on your car and be able to see that the lights turn on. For today's purposes, we're going to use this plug as the OEM power plug. So we're going to plug it in its place. We're using a 12-volt inverter here just to give it power and ground like the car would. So I'm going to connect that real quick. Everything is connected, and now when we flip this switch, it's like turning on the headlight switch, and the light should turn on. That's how easy our plug and play Canvas HID kit is to install. If you turn on your lights and notice your HID lights did not turn on, don't freak out. It's just simple, one of the plugs needs to be reversed and plugged in 180 degrees. There is a positive and ground side on the ballast. The OEM plug or the plug going to the extension wire going to the ballast needs to be flipped 180 degrees. Try to follow your factory wiring. Some of them are color coded, red and black, and some are other colors, making it a little harder. But if you plug it in backwards and it doesn't turn on, don't freak out. You didn't make a mistake, a bad mistake. Nothing's gonna happen. Just simply go back and unplug the plug, flip it 180 degrees, plug it back in, and your light should be on and working properly. Once you are done and test that everything is working, you can then use zip ties to zip tie the ballast anywhere you please on the side of the vehicle, by the fender, behind the headlight, or use self-tap screws and screw it to the frame. There are 2 hooks for you to allow you to do that. Once you have the ballast secured and you know your lights are working, you can then, or prior, put your cap back on, seal the back of your headlight up, and you are good to go. You can move on to the other side. Once you have completed the one side, you can then move on to the other side and follow these same exact steps. And you will be good to go with 3 times brighter HID lights than stock halogen bulb. Here at Underground Lighting, we care about our customers, quality, and support. If you run into any issues during the installation and need help, even if it's a simple question or you might think it is not a smart question, there is no such thing as a bad question. Give us a call. We're just 1 call away. We'll be more than happy to walk you through step by step, and we will get your lights working perfectly for you.